Yeah, I'm just going to read some poems from a new manuscript of travel poetry. It's a little bit of a collage of 18th and 19th century travel handbooks. Okay, so the first poem, How to Travel, Hints, Advice, and Suggestions to Travelers by Land and Sea all over the globe. At the coast of China, the light has more red in it. The gate stands half buried by fresh leaves. Over the darkened sea, a smiling violet. The boatman leans over a cactus clump, woven into it wholly. An ancient flute on the march in early showers. Happiness is a stuffed bird. Night thickens gradually. The village and higher, the terraces, the sea. Rabbits off the runways in Vegas and Salt Lake. The heart has 3 orifices, 7 mountains, 9 seas. The heyday. A unique position is held by the poles. The poles are of middle height with slender but muscular bodies and light hair. Carl Bedecker, Handbook for Travelers. Under a cherry tree, a girl belly in my eye, old or new rum at the gates of Gdańsk. Who is Mr. Nobody? Well, she looks and sounds like a life coach. Black dogs in a red harness return to radical innocence. Between 2 planets, 1 golden hen. Cross her legs to make a tiny light. The present travel sketch is built for Euro 2012. On the dunghill of fanciful glories, the night like sheets of glass, snail-colored like an empty gaze, my new self sits in an old house. Freshly licked in the morning, Mr. Johannes Sevelius, how frightening it is to look at Leo X. When a traveler returns with a bunch of doorknobs, we must obey. When the gods return, they animate the yellow grass. But Captain, what are we to do? Sleep well, says the maid at the milk bar. Sleep well, says the extra vagina. Sleep well, says the passage where I put my hand to make you dance. Glacial milk should be drunk in low quantities. Gdańsk is part of the true miasto. We are talking siblings, a piece of green cape, a corkscrew, a leather drinking cup. Cold milk is safer with spirits. Fresh bread in its artichoke pinches the belly. The promise of shipyards and solidarity. That tin drum, that mermaid who wets herself in the fountains of 4 continents, somewhere near Trieste. And then the last poem is my stepfather, who is from Warrington, which is near Manchester, loves the monkeys, not the animal, but the band. And I guess one of them died recently. Yeah. So he wrote me on Facebook and said how sad he was. So I wrote a poem with Walt Whitman and the Monkees, and it's called Song of the Open Road. My father has written a poem on the death of the monkeys. The universe is a toad mother, the flop, the birthing, the hasting after the physician, no husband, no wife, no friend, bat-eyed materialistic priest. Here is the test of wisdom, power, liberty, earth, the elements. The earth expanding, penance of joy, the fluid, the herbs of the morning sprout. I do not want these constellations any nearer. My father has written a poem on the death of the monkeys. It's spring, fold your dress on the chair. We crash, come together, multiply, solidify, and occasionally meet. The gazelle wandered in a gorge, irregular hollows by the roadsides. We have holiday parts, gold sheets on the streets, illusions of emotions and thoughts, bobbing atoms of Democritus, eyes locked and shiny with perfect teeth. We used to live there. This doesn't explain anything. I think I should stop here and do miracles. I'd rather go to bed early. My father has written a poem on the death of the monkeys. In the afternoon, let me down easier in the bark of a cinnamon tree, 'cause something smells funny. Keep the yolk coming, a live animal. You must not believe anything. It's science. Fiddle around the sweet nape, a moon gulf in the cribbage cart, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. The latent, unrealized baby days, they're very good. Howard D. Saliva, they are the greatest women. My father has written a poem on the death of the monkeys. Earth Mother calling Earth Father, Nanu, Nanu, sown with a glinter of moon. This is a sound eye, to be a spot-headed cat on a fort tree, or a hot world on a bed of olives. A greasy hammer hammers the road as the road goes, over 2 pounds for a loaf. Tonight at 9:25, light comes off the sea and cools my behind. But the other world, this mouth, obscene patterns on a cave wall. A hot wind blows across the angle of this coast. The sea is structural. Miss Wiggs and her cabbage patch, that's crap. A train is held to even out the gaps. My father has written a poem on the death of the monkeys. It's like Charles Dickens and a Yankee clipper. Sail pathless wide seas, power the earth, elements, self-esteem, curiosity, wedding dancers and contemplators of turf, solitary toilers in far distant dwellings, love you, receive you, ironical smiles on the bathroom tiles. I'm in the middle without any plans, longing ache of contact, make me foreigner of myself. It's you and me and the space between. Allons, the road is before you. Camarado, I give you my hand. Thank you.